CUHMUNITY, something like that. And so they had BLAZZY on there. We've had BLAZZY on here before. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I saw that.
And so BLAZZY dropped the N-word because he felt comfy. He felt comfy. He the only Mexican right there. I mean, BLAZZY's not a homie, but he's kind of like a homie. But he's not a homie. You know what I mean? He's a resident, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But who knows? If he got busted, he might run with the paisas, dog. I'm not sure, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, he be like, man, fuck. I see Problem over there. I see Lucky over there. You know what I mean? Lucky's got his dick out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know? But anyways, and so he dropped it, bro. He dropped it, and AD was cool. But the dude sitting next to him said, nah, homie, what the fuck you just say? Nah, that you ain't gonna be saying that around me, bop, bop, bop. And then AD was like, hey, bro, chill, he Mexican. Like, AD was like saying, hey, it's cool if Mexicans say it. And he's like, well, I'm not cool with that. You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna be saying that word, you know? And he goes, you're letting him say that, but I'm not. So now you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position, dog. You're putting yourself in a vulnerable position that you could potentially, someone get at you like that. And what are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? You gonna take flight because you feel disrespected because you using the N-word, bro? That's dumb as fuck, bro. You taking flight, okay, yeah, you should take flight, bro. No matter what, don't tolerate no disrespect. I get that, bro. You know what I mean? Depending on the individual, bro. But why are you taking flight? Or why would you be getting mad? Or why would you
put
be
yourself in that situation?
Yes, why would you be putting yourself in that situation, bro? Using the N-word, bro. And but you gonna catch a complejo about it? You gonna fight now?
Exactly.
That's not what BLAZZY did. And I think BLAZZY is like I use this word very little, bro, but he's like a sweet dude, like a cool dude, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Not sweet like sugar in his tank, you know what I mean? Just like you know what I mean? He's just sweet, bro. He cool, bro. You know what I mean? He's a nice guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, dog. You know what I mean? But now you're putting yourself in a position, bro. And
I used to tell fools that too. When I was in prison, I used to tell homies like, well, actually when I was in the county, even when I was in the guys, I tell my little homies like, don't say that because you're gonna get to a certain place where it's not tolerated, and it's like you're gonna put yourself in a situation like we don't talk like that. It is what it is, and just that shouldn't be in your vocabulary, like straight up. But I mean, people are like, oh, I'll do what I want, but it's like you get to certain places, and it's like you're gonna put yourself in a situation, and you already have that what do you call it? That fucking habit of doing it. So when you try to break the habit when you really need to, it's gonna bite you in the ass because you're gonna say it in front of somebody, and it's just gonna, you know. So it's like, why put yourself in that situation? I don't know, a lot of youngsters just are kind of like, I mean, I'm hard-headed too, but it's just like, I'm not stupid, you know?
You pick and choose your fights, so. Right?
What do you mean?
You're hard-headed, but you're gonna pick and choose your fights.
Yeah, for sure,
and that's one fight that you're not gonna like, you know what I mean?
Like, I'm not dumb, you know? Like, that's just like, okay, like, nah.